to the Science Show with your host, Dr. Charles Chumbus. That's me. What did dinosaurs actually look like? There's a lot of new research that we found out. One of the most recent things we found out about dinosaurs, that they don't look what you think they look like. So me and about 10 other colleagues, we got together and we sat down in a science room, a meeting room. All around this round table is, like we were knights, like knights of science. That's just the science joke. That's what we call ourselves. So the knights of science, we were all around the table, sitting there discussing things, and I brought up this picture of a dinosaur, and it's just a normal what we assumed dinosaurs looked like beforehand. And it was like a reptile, But so I asked the question. I asked them all, could you picture this creature with fur as if it was a mammal? And they said, yeah, maybe we probably can. We can probably picture that. And I said, all right, just open up your mind's eye, right? As a scientist, you're always thinking, you're always trying to discover more. You're always in it, you're just always in it. They were blown away. They were like, whoa, I can see that is right there in front of my face. That is right there. There you have it, folks. I single-handedly proved that. Another thing we looked at was how the dinosaurs actually became extinct. We started taking some bone fragments. We put it into a science machine called a defibrillator, and what we discovered was maybe dinosaurs didn't go extinct because of the DNA. It wasn't the same as the dinosaurs. It was if you took it from a different planet. Now, I'm not saying that the dinosaurs went to Mars, but they could have came from Mars. Whenever you look at Mars and you see that face on it, you see the face. We gave it a name. We called it Jonathan. Sometimes we'll just look into the telescope and we'll look at Jonathan and we'll just wave at him. We'll say, hey, Jonathan, and he doesn't wave back. It's not alive anymore. But we think that the dinosaurs were there in the face. They were the ones that made the face, ended up getting a ride over from Mars to Earth, and living out their fantasies here in a place that doesn't have a Jonathan. T-Rexes, they have little tiny arms. They got tiny little arms. So it looks like they'd bend down and just start digging. I like to picture them, trying to dig out the eye hole of Jonathan up on Mars, just, using their little T-Rex arms to dig. Those tiny little appendages, they were evolved that way over time. The T-Rexes actually had mechanical claw arms. They were like large. They were really big, just coming out of the side of their body. Like, imagine my face is the T-Rex's body, and you got these big claw mechanical arms just coming out, just really just grabbing things. It was a wild discovery that I also made myself. They had to have something, because you can't just live with little itty bitty arms. I've seen people that have them, and they're fine, but I have this friend Gregory, and he's got tiny little arms, kind of like that. They're just tiny little arms, and I call him my little nugget because Anyway, that's just a science joke. There's so many types of dinosaurs, and it's hard to keep track of all of them. There's one boy. He's 7 years old. His name is Michael. He has a book where he just writes down every single dinosaur's name, like the scientific name and the layman's term name. Like, you got your triceratops, and you got your Levickis. One of my favorites is Jonathan. he writes them all down and he keeps a log, and usually like we'll go to reference it. That's how we reference the log. We haven't built a we haven't built a database yet. We probably should.